Hi aspirants, very good evening and welcome to a very special session on upcoming main exam 2023. I am Ramesh Singh joining you from New Delhi. Today's session has been planned by me on the request of few of you who are connected to me directly or indirectly. Sir, please outline few hit areas for this year maths. Many have cracked PT. They must be busy. So those who are not able to join in live mode, I will advise them if they must watch this session in recorded mode later on. So let me tell you what this session is all about. As you can see, GS Main 2023 hit areas of Indian economy. This is the real subject matter on which we are going to have our session of today. And I hope you got the main idea what exactly I mean by hit. Hit means कि I am taking a chance and going to advise you a broader outlook about the upcoming months where from you can expect questions in paper 3 on Indian economy. So without passing time, let's move on to our discussion of today. Okay? You can see here written that there is no need to overemphasize the role of economy. The role of economy in the main exam. The first importance is that it covers more than half of the GS paper 3 together with science and technology, disaster management, security, we have got Indian economy too. And invariably, more than half of the questions in the paper are asked on India's socio-economic challenges, which has been titled by UPSC as socio-economic development. Clear? Not only this, economy plays its role in other papers of GS2 at mains level, besides in the essay paper. The reality is that over 50% of questions asked in all papers of general studies in main exam are nothing but applied aspects of economy. It means how economics and economic policies of India mold and shape other activities of our life. For example, our political life, our foreign policy, our technology related policies, our agriculture sector, it all. Invariably in paper essay, you see minimum one essay is asked that is based on applications of economics and applications of Indian economy. So you should not take Indian economy casually. This year too, as you saw in my last session, I analyzed the questions of Indian economy which had been asked this year in PT paper 1, GS paper 1. I outlined 30 questions. Out of 100 questions, 30 questions are coming from economy. If I include questions of economic geography, some other area, then it crosses 50. It means that over 50 of the questions which have been asked in this year's GSPT, I touch them in my course. I cannot claim that I touch them directly with the help of my books, but I touch them in my class. Around 60% questions come from the analysis which I do in my lectures and my class. Good evening, Manoj and Avinash. Welcome to the class. Avinash, did you take PT this year? Did you clear PT this year if you took it? And Manoj, are you writing main exam this year? Please reply. In the meanwhile, let me tell you, if you prepare Indian economy portion of GS syllabus strategically and with focus on exam, so you will be able to cover around 50% questions of all four papers of GS, which I claim in my prospectus of course. Not only that, you will get minimum one essay on economy. At times, even two essays have been asked on economy. Yes, Avinash. In questions, conclusions are required. Clear? But how you are supposed to conclude, I will let you know at the end of today's session. Don't worry. Or I will plan a new session on introduction, conclusion, and writing techniques of main exam. Don't worry. Okay? And I won't plan that much late. I will plan that by next week because on Sunday there is already a session planned by 7:30 on essay writing. The next session I will plan on Monday at Wednesday like today. There I will give you tips on answer writing for general studies. Don't worry, okay? So Avinash will take his first attempt in 2024. Very good. You are very aware and very conscious about your upcoming attempt. If you show consciousness like this in coming years, so you will come in times that you will be having high chance to clear PT and main and get final selection also. Anyway, so let us see which areas aspirants this year should focus to face the main exam, especially paper 3 of GS with better outcome and better results. I never guess a question. I first guess an area, and in that area I highlight and hint, indicate the kind of questions which might be asked. Okay, so let's begin our session without killing time. You know I don't kill time in my YouTube sessions. Okay, directly to the point. Let us have a look on the hit areas. For today's session, I have outlined 13 hit areas and one area that will be on schemes, campaigns, and missions. Let's see. The first area which you should target, that is national income. But on national income, the question I was advising my student to prepare for the last several years, it was asked in 2022 mains. So on national income, I don't expect any question. So be clear from this side. Okay. Coming to the other areas, the point is, what about other sections? The coming to development economics. Here, questions can be expected on welfare economics, on welfare and capitalism, on pro-corporate and pro-welfare or pro-poor policies of government of India. How far it is possible to promote the cause of welfare by following capitalism. Capitalism is today used not as an economic system, rather a tool to promote economic growth. I have given contents in my book, you can see that. So these areas should be focused by you this year. If it is not asked in GS paper 3, you can expect a full-length essay in paper essay. Clear? The next area is planning under Niti Aayog. Multiple areas are here from where questions can be asked. The first warning I give you, the questions will be generally comparative in nature. The basic difference between the methodology of planning during Planning Commission and during Niti Aayog. So you should prepare basically how Niti Aayog is expected to emerge as the vehicle of good governance. See my book, matter is there. Next issue, how Niti is aiming to promote the cause of decentralized planning. Decentralized planning. What do you mean by competitive and cooperative planning, or competitive and cooperative federalism? This question might be asked in polity and governance. All of the questions are suitable to be asked in polity and governance paper as well as in economy, even in geography. Clear? So they are quite popular areas we should not miss. Coming to economic reforms, you should prepare recent changes introduced by Government of India. For example, government has started transformational reforms. This was announced by Union Budget 2017-18. Yet a question is to be asked. These reforms are based on behavioral economics, and government had clearly told what sort of actions government is taking to promote the cause of transformational reforms. Then India's approach to reform, whether India follows gradual approach or non-gradual approach. These two questions should be prepared by you. Coming to industry and infrastructure, you should prepare the major challenges which infrastructure industry is facing. First thing. Second thing, challenge faced by aviation industry, especially aviation industry. Then disinvestment must be prepared. Then comprehensive management of public assets. These four areas should be the focus areas for this year. Coming to services sector, you should prepare its relevance and the major difference between manufacturing sector and service sector. Limit your preparation to one topic. The differentiation between services sector and manufacturing sector, what are the pros and what are the cons? Clear? The recent agricultural issues and attempts of reform, agri subsidies, climate change should be the area of focus. The issue of MSP, government is offering 50% higher MSP over the cost of production to farmers. What actions government has taken to promote climate smart agriculture, that is CSA, climate smart agriculture, natural farming, organic farming, etc. This should be, and one very specific area, what marketing reforms India needs in agriculture sector. These four areas I outlined. Next is inflation. How India is managing inflation. You need to know why inflation has gone up, the reasons and steps taken by Government of India or RBI. Either you refer my book or economic survey, you will get suitable content here. But your answer should be fully updated till the month you are writing your main exam. Related to external sector, I will outline two areas. First is how India is trying to enhance its export and issues related to World Bank, IMF, WTO. Related to them, you need to know about the reforms which we want. World Bank, IMF, World Trade Organization, they should be reformed as per our aspirations. First thing. Second thing, what India should do to increase its exports, because you have seen India's share in global export has started rising very fast in recent times, and particularly services sector. So which steps, which policies, which campaigns are being run by government of India to promote export of India? Okay. Okay, Manoj. I will try to create a video lecture on agricultural challenges of India and the three farm reform laws which government of India implemented with the help of ordinance in 2022, which were recalled in 2020 on November. What were the reasons? I will discuss that. Don't worry. Coming to monetary policy, one thing you should be prepared: experience of India in area of inflation targeting. Whether RBI has been successful or a failure in area of inflation targeting. Then a state of insurance today. Just one topic. What are the reasons? What are the reasons due to which in India insurance penetration and insurance density both are lower than rest of the world in most cases? Okay, an internal matter you have to know about that. This is one question for insurance sector, nothing more than that. Coming to area 12, recent tax reforms, especially tax charter and reforms made by government in tax administration. Questions are long due. The government of India is trying to build trust in the eyes of taxpayers, and tax department is a kind of service provider. So taxpayers have got certain rights which you can call them like fundamental rights of taxpayers, fundamental tax rights. They are mentioned in tax charter released 2 years back. Have a look on them. I have discussed them methodically in my book. Then what reforms India has initiated in area of tax administrative reform? If questions are asked on tax system, these two are the hit areas for this year main exam. Coming to government budgeting, need of a new fiscal management regime in reference to 15th Finance Commission. What recommendations Finance Commission has given to President this year, which is trying to advise government of India to change the very structure of India's FRBM Act, which was already amended few years back in 1718. So you should prepare one thing here. Then coming to subsidy regime, that is an extension of tax is an extension of fiscal management, and subsidies are another extension of fiscal management, that is government budgeting. This is what it syllabus mentions, government budgeting. Clear? So you should be preparing how to rationalize the subsidy India offers. Freebies have been in news. Universal basic income has been in news. Just few days back, Chief Economic Advisor to Ministry of Finance outrightly cancelled in a conference that there is no need to go for universal basic income because universal basic income idea fits the scheme of developed countries where creating more jobs is very difficult. But in India, naturally jobs are created. So there is no such need. He outrightly cancelled. In one of the economic survey, government of India was advised by Arvind Subramaniam as Chief Economic Advisor. The time has come when India should scrap out all centrally sponsored scheme and central sector scheme and simply go to implement universal basic income. Clear? So there are 13 areas. This is 14th, this is 15th. 14 areas which I have outlined as an area. Now coming to 15th topic. 15th topic is a kind of miscellaneous where I am outlining important schemes, campaigns and missions related to Indian economy you need to prepare. The schemes which are new ones, trying to go for radical change and shocking change in agriculture, industry, drinking water, healthcare, education, you are supposed to prepare them for answers kind of 150 words or 250 words. Clear? So these are hit areas. As per my conviction and my intuition, this year's mains will never go beyond these topics. Clear? Because I am doing this guess for the last around 28 years. It never failed in past. This year also it should not fail. If you are a member of my Telegram group, last year when paper 3 questions came, my students have given their feedback. The first question of paper was first question of search class. Third question was question of third topic of search class. Like this. Clear? So you should not worry much about that. These are to the extent areas are concerned. Manoj is asking, the subsidies should be provided to full. I'm not able to see what you are writing. Hmm? Subsidy should be given. I'm not able to read out because there is a bubble there. Subsidies should be provided to full basic need like in education, health. Yes, there is a bare necessities index of India. Okay, there is a bare necessities index of India. Subsidies should be limited to these areas. This is what conviction of government is. Then where from freebies term came into being? What freebies are and to which extent freebies are justified and unjustified? What is the difference between basic needs, universal needs, minimum needs? What are the subsidies which are offered on merit goods and demerit goods? These things you need to study properly. Clear? Manoj? Now let me give the last line of tip to you. Those who are writing main exam this year, to-do list for them. Revise the latest economic survey and budget properly. Because questions will be finding their clues from survey and budget, nowhere else. So don't get fooled by experts teaching in IS institutes. You simply focus survey and union budget. It will help you in other papers also, not only in economics. Coming to next thing, brush up your collections of current economy carefully. Your current economy notes are going to help you in main exam as well as upcoming interview. Last, do adequate writing practice. May join a test series program, but that should be quality test series program. You should not be for the sake of test series. Because what happens? In most of the institutes you see, classes are being taken by 3 teachers, 1 subject, 4 teachers. Questions are being set by another group of people and answers are evaluated by third group of people. You never get right feedback where you need to improve. Why 2 students got 2 different marks? Nobody comes to justify. Nobody gives you real idea. The real story is when you join a coaching institute, there is someone who is involved in mentoring, just nobody. They give you longer hours of class. They give you bulky materials, nothing else. I believe that better than joining such coaching institutes, you remain at home. If nobody comes to help you, you can contact me directly. I will help you without charging any fees because these things I am doing throughout my life, throughout my teaching career because I am taking classes for the last over 26 years. It is a long period, over 1 generation. Clear? My today the situation is that my students' sons and daughters are coming for mentoring to me. At this stage, I am talking to you. Okay? So don't worry for that. And Avinash is asking one question to me. Let me take his question. Avinash is asking, sir, for 24, is economic survey of compulsory or maybe optional? I know budget 23 necessary. No, look, actually what happens, Avinash, I have outlined only one volume of survey and one volume of budget. But if you are taking attempt in 24, you should be even then referring these two documents so that you are able to understand next budget and survey properly and in right way. Clear? Getting me? And when current affair is asked, budget will not come. No, no. Basically, next year a new economic survey will come, that is 2023-2024, and new budget will come, that is 2024-2025. That they will be most relevant, but they will remain relevant next year also. So right now, since you are not writing either PT or mains, you should read them. Just a cursory reading so that you are able to link this year's survey and budget to the next year's survey and budget. Did you understand? So these are the areas from where you can expect questions in this year mains, and from here you can expect one essay in this year's essay paper. This is all about today's session. I bid good luck to the people who are writing mains this year. Many of my students who are writing main this year, I know they have qualified because they are in my direct contact. I will advise them to watch this class, a small class of hardly half an hour. It won't kill you much time, and accordingly prepare your main exam for this year. Okay? Clear? If you have to contact me, you can join the Telegram group where I keep updating my students and ex-students about my lectures and courses. Clear? Thank you and good luck. See you in my next session on Sunday, when which I am going to discuss the right way